everybody, my name is Bugster, this is Kai, and welcome to the final predictions contest in a while. If you didn't see my channel update video about a month and a half ago at this point, I am stopping the real life wrestling stuff. Don't worry, 2K is going to carry on because I bloody love video games. But real life wrestling stuff is going to stop for a while. I can't, with my uni work and all the stuff that I do in my spare time now, it's just not possible for me to keep up with the content, which automatically makes me just not enjoy watching it. So, with that being said, this is the final one. We're ending with a big hurrah with WrestleMania. Yeah. Obviously, it's not door completely shut, but it's door pretty much shut. But, with that being said, that shouldn't take away from this.
Yeah.
This is the final predictions contest. We're going out with a bang, and damn right is it going to be fun. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it.
Yeah.
So we're going to start with night one, where we have Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's title. Who have you got and why?
I'm going with Bianca. I think that's the... I've just realised we're about to do predictions. I haven't looked at any of this. This is the first... I'm making predictions off the cuff here.
Yeah, same.
Okay. Bianca Belair is winning this just because it's the long-term story booking. She got beat at SummerSlam by Becky Lynch quickly. If this goes on first, I would love for Bianca to squash Becky. I'd love that, the way they do it. But yeah, I'm going with Bianca. It's pretty obvious.
Yeah, it's Bianca Belair, isn't it? It's Bianca Belair. I mean, the haircutting stuff on Monday, I actually thought was quite fun.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what Becky... Was she come out with a shaved head?
No, it's just changing hairstyle. That's all it is.
Yeah.
But it's a nice way of like
doing it.
Yeah. And progressing the feud. So yeah, Bianca Belair.
Up next, we've got Rey Mysterio and Dominik Mysterio versus The Miz and Logan Paul. Who have we got and why, Connor?
I really don't know.
I'm the same because I was leaning towards the Mysterios.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to say why or what my prediction is because there's a lot of stuff on this card that I had a look at last night. I was looking at the card thinking, that's peculiar. And I will reveal that after my prediction.
I'm going to go with the safe bet. I'm going to go with the Mysterios, right? Just because it's the safe bet, and then The Miz and Logan Paul get their comeuppance. I think it might be a classic WrestleMania thing where they get their comeuppance for stealing the mask.
Yeah.
This, that, and the other, which is the most frowned upon thing in luchador wrestling.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the Mysterios.
I've gone the opposite way. I'm going with The Miz and Logan Paul because if you look at that card, there is a lot of face wins coming your way. And there's got to be some heels wins somewhere. And I think the Mysterios probably was set to win, but I think people are starting to be impressed with how good Logan is. And there's rumours that he's sticking around after Mania. So if he's sticking around after Mania, he's going to have to build some momentum. And I think if The Miz and Logan Paul as a tag team is something I probably would like to see more of, obviously depending on how it goes on Saturday. But yeah, I'd like to see more of. So I'm going with The Miz and Logan Paul.
Next up is Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin. Who you got and why?
Do you know what, right? Drew's won every single match. He's got to lose at some point. But at the same time, you can't have him...
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
This is off the cuff because I was thinking Drew, but I'm going to go with Happy Corbin.
I'm going for Drew McIntyre because it's Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania, and I'm going to move on before he's able to fucking change his predictions.
Up next, we've got the Usos, tag team champions, against Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs. Who we got why?
I love Rick Boogs. I love him. I absolutely love him. But it's the Usos, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the Usos.
It's the Usos, yeah.
I think, I mean, it's spoilers for later, but like, when the Usos lose their title, that's when the bloodline starts to dwindle.
Yeah, I agree.
And I don't think Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs should be the people to do it.
I agree. I completely agree. Usos is my confirmation of pick. There you go. That's simple as. Can't put it better.
Next up is the New Day versus Sheamus and Ridge Holland. And we've got to mention the fact that Butch is at ringside.
Yeah.
Good old Butch.
They butchered that one, didn't they?
Shut up, Kai. Just watch your prediction.
The New Day. New Day winning. They're beating Sheamus and Ridge. Just because we love a great New Day entrance at Mania and we love a good New Day win at Mania. So I'm going with the faces on this one.
I think the big reason that the New Day are winning is Big E. I think
this
could be a big moment where The New Day do it for Big E. They come out like maybe with Big E t-shirts, maybe Big E's at ringside. I'd love to see that.
Although I don't know if he'll be in a cast or anything.
Yeah, but he'll be in a net cast, but whether he's like just even in the crowd, like just sat in the crowd, would be nice. It would be nice to see him there. But I think it's going to be a big, like it's going to be about Big E. I think is what it's going to be, and it'll be a nice little moment.
Up next, we've got Seth freaking Rollins versus a mystery opponent selected by Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Should we do an extra one?
We're doing 2 predictions.
Yeah, 2
for
predictions,
this.
nice.
Right.
Who it is, which is between 2 people.
Who it is and
who's winning.
Who's winning? Which one do you want to do first?
Well, because you either get 2 right here or you get no right, don't you? Let's be honest. Because if it's one person, Rollins is losing, but if it's the other person, he's winning.
Yeah. Who are you going for?
I say we do who it is first. Who we think it is. Go on then. Who do you think it is?
Shane McMahon. It's Shane McMahon. I don't care. It's gonna be Shane McMahon that comes out, right? And whether Cody is obviously Cody's the other option, right?
Yeah, but don't worry, we're supposed to be secret about that. Yeah. So everyone knows.
Everyone knows that Cody's the other option. I'm gonna go with Shane McMahon. I think they're gonna troll the crowd.
Yeah.
Now, to be announced is who comes out. Right? Not to be announced as who comes out. I want
is it who he faces?
I want it to be who comes out.
No, I don't, because I want changes.
I want it to be who comes out because I'm telling you now, Shane McMahon's going to be.
And I agree. He'll be coming out first, but I don't think he'll be the one that he faces. I think Cody will be the one that he faces.
Oh.
Can you imagine if they do a triple threat?
That'll be fun. Shane, I'm going to go with Shane McMahon. I'm going to go with my guns here.
So is it who comes out?
We're going to go for who's in the match. But if there's a second match, that doesn't count.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Who do you got?
So I'm going to go with Cody, but in the match. I agree with Connor. I think Shane is coming out. But I think Cody is going to be the one that he faces on night 1. No, but I think he's going to be facing Cody Rhodes.
Okay.
And I think he will beat... No, he won't. Cody Rhodes will beat Seth Rollins.
Obviously, if it is the best in the world, Shane McMahon, then Seth Rollins is winning it, isn't he?
Hopefully. Can you imagine? Shane comes out and just squashes Rollins.
I can imagine it, and it will be hilarious. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Seth Rollins victory, because it's gonna be Shane McMahon, and they're gonna troll you all, and it's gonna be funny. Next up is...
And lastly, for the first night.
Oh yeah, the apparent main event.
I don't think it will be,
even though it shouldn't be. Is Charlotte Flair facing Ronda Rousey. Who have you got and why?
Ronda. I backed her for the Rumble, and I'm backing her in this match too. I don't know why. I just feel like she's going to go over and she's going to stick around with the company for a bit longer. So I think she's going to win the title.
Charlotte Flair. I'm going for Charlotte Flair. For one reason, it's Charlotte Flair. I remember this is giving me flashbacks to when it was Asuka Charlotte Flair, and Asuka should win.
Yeah.
And Charlotte did.
Yeah.
This is giving me flashbacks to that. Now I've heard rumours that Ronda might be a little bit injured.
Oh yeah.
I've heard that she might have a little niggling injury, which reminds me of a certain Cain Velasquez versus Brock Lesnar match where Brock just suddenly squashed him because he had an injury. I think Charlotte Flair is beating Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania. One thing we haven't mentioned for night 1 is Stone Cold and Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Now,
do you want to do a prediction what we think is going to happen?
I think the prediction...
No, this doesn't count, but just what we think.
The prediction is, I think no match.
Okay.
I think there's going to be no match. I think it will get stunned and there'll be like a little tussle and like sort of thing, and maybe like a couple of chair shots or something. But I don't think there'll be a match. I think it'll be a moment, not a match.
I agree. I don't think they'll get an official down, but I think there'll be a lot more than just a stunner. I think it'll be maybe a bit on the ring side, maybe even go to the crowd actually, might work their way into the crowd. Night 2 of WrestleMania. Night 2, we're only halfway there. Whoa! Sorry, I won't get copyrighted, Connor, don't worry, I won't sing.
Thank you.
First match that we've got in front of us is probably the highlight of the night. I'm really looking forward to this match. Natalya and Shayna Baszler, Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, Sasha Banks and Naomi and Queen Zelina and Carmella, who are the champions, in a fatal 4-way for the tag team titles. Will they do it in a way where 4 women are at the same time, or 2 are in and they got to tag another team? Because I hate that. I don't understand that.
I don't understand that. I like it when there's 4.
Yeah.
I like
but
it.
I think they're going to do 2.
Yeah.
Who have you got and why?
I think they're going to be stupid. Quite frankly, I think they're going to be stupid. I think they're going to put it on Sasha Banks and Naomi, and I believe that's the wrong decision. Sasha Banks' WrestleMania record should end in a singles match. Like, her first win at Mania should be in a singles match. I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're going to do it here.
Do you know what? I, again, couldn't have said it better myself. I agree with you. Sasha Banks and Naomi are my prediction as well. For that very reason, they keep talking about Sasha Banks having this losing streak, a bit like they did against Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder, and they had him lose it on the end that on the pre-show. And I feel like they're going to make a mistake here as well. I think they should lose, and then the whole year, like you said to me the other day, should be built up with Sasha Banks having that singles run, winning the Rumble, and then going on to win at Mania finally and end that streak. But no, I feel like she's going to win. And Naomi.
Who it should be is Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
I think
they're going to be a good tag team, I think.
I think they'll be a good tag team, and then it's a nice little segue to get Rhea Ripley to turn heel when you wanted to.
Yeah.
I think that is the perfect storyline.
It's a way of building 2 new. Well, Rhea Ripley's been built, but building Liv Morgan up to be the same caliber.
Yeah, it
puts them back in the main event scene. When
it would be brilliant.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it will be Sasha Banks and Naomi, I think.
I agree.
Next up on the card is an anything goes match between Sami Zayn and Johnny Knoxville. Who have you got and why?
I'm actually gonna go with Johnny Knoxville in this. He's going to jump off something ridiculously high because he's a Jackass member, and quite ultimately a jackass. So therefore he will jump off something onto Sami Zayn and beat Sami Zayn, because there's going to be other people involved, obviously, because there's a reason it's an anything goes match, and they're going to be. Do you know what? I won't be surprised if he jumps off that brand new set they've just unveiled.
Probably.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
It looks really good, doesn't it? Although it's just basic. It's not like it used to be. But anyway, I digress. I think Johnny Knoxville beats Sami Zayn.
Go, Johnny, go, go.
Johnny be
Go, Johnny, go, go. Yeah, Johnny Knoxville's winning it, isn't it? Because it's an anything goes match for a bloody reason. It's to make sure that Johnny Knoxville wins while not having Sami Zayn look weak. I think if you have the entire Jackass crew come out and beat up Sami Zayn, and Sami Zayn fights them and then eventually gets knocked down, I don't think that will make Sami Zayn look weak.
No.
Because of the numbers game. So, yeah, I think Johnny Knoxville will actually appear to be the heel. I mean, weirdly, I think it's not going to work out the way they think they're expecting. I think Johnny Knoxville will come across as the heel.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm going to go with Johnny Knoxville.
Next, we have got actually a storyline that I was hating at the start, but I'm really now invested, and I actually really care. And Connor nearly said at the start that it could steal the show.
I think it could.
It could be an incredible
be the
match.
most talked about match after.
Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory. That's the one we're talking about.
Yeah.
Who have you got and why?
Austin Theory. Now, my reasoning for this is I've got an image in my head of Pat McAfee doing what he did against Adam Cole, being brilliant.
Yeah.
And then, like, maybe makes a mistake, something like that. Or Austin Theory just catches him. 1, 2, 3. Austin Theory celebrates, he leaves the ring, and Pat McAfee gets a standing ovation from the crowd.
Yeah.
I see that happening.
Yeah.
I think that is a perfect way of maybe... Because I don't think Pat McAfee's coming off the commentary desk just yet. I think this is a way of showcasing Pat McAfee for when he comes off the commentary desk. How old is he? I don't know. We'll check that in a minute.
Okay.
But, like, I feel like he will eventually come off the commentary desk. Not yet. And I think this is a way of showcasing his talents to the wider audience. Yeah. But I think Austin Theory gets the big win at Mania, and then Pat McAfee gets the standing ovation.
Completely agree. I feel like everyone's just going to say that I'm copying your predictions, but I everything you've said I agree on when it's ever your turn to speak first. Yeah, Austin Theory is going over in this one, I think. Just because I feel like if you have him lose to Austin Theory, to Pat McAfee, he is building a bit of momentum as Austin Theory, and people are starting to get to know his name now. Remember when we went to that live event in November and everyone was going, who are you? Right? No one knew who he is, but now people are starting to know who he is because of the involvement of Vince McMahon and stuff like that. So yeah, I would have Austin Theory beat Pat McAfee, but like you say, have Pat McAfee have the standing ovation because he'll put on a hell of a show.
But Pat McAfee's only 34, which is, I mean, I thought he was like mid-30s.
I thought he was way older than that.
He's quite young in the game, He's in his mid-30s, so he's still got a few years ahead of him, which is why I think this is going to be a longer thing. I don't think they're going to rush it, and I think Pat doesn't want them to rush it. So, yeah. Next up is the Triple Threat Tag Team match between RK Bro, the Street Profits, and Alpha Academy. I nearly called him American Alpha. It's not, it's Alpha Academy. Who have you got and why?
Well, we said this should be a ladder match, and I think it should have been a ladder match because it'd almost be the next generation of like the Dudleys, the Hardys, and Edge and Christian. Yeah. I'm going to go with Randy Orton and Riddle, but then them to split up after the match. That is my prediction.
Huh?
What are you going with, Connor?
I think Randy Orton and Riddle were meant to split up.
Yes.
At Mania.
At Mania, or before?
Or before.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure which, but I was... Now, after the past month, I don't think so. I think Randy's told them that he wants to carry on.
Yeah.
And I think Randy's realised this tag team has places to go.
Oh, God, yeah.
I think Randy Orton has realised that, like, him staying alongside Riddle and then winning multiple tag team titles and having longer reigns and being on TV together is actually going to benefit Riddle more than them splitting up now.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I don't think it will go on much longer. I don't think it will go on until maybe next Mania. I think they might face each other next Mania, but I think the split could happen around SummerSlam.
Yeah.
I kind of see. I think it will carry on a bit longer.
Yeah, I think Orton Riddle is a SummerSlam level match. I think it's a lot more, unless you have a proper big storyline build where it gets personal, which I don't think it would with a character like Riddle. It's a SummerSlam level match, I think.
And I think that's the way it deserves to be. And yeah, I think RK Bro are keeping the titles here.
Up next, we've probably got the second most marketable match, other than obviously Seth Rollins with Cody if it happens, but Edge v AJ Styles. It's never happened before, and it's the first time they will ever cross paths, and I'm very much looking forward to this, given Edge via Orton at the COVID Mania, which was incredible. Two old guys who love to tell a story. Who have you got and why?
It should be Edge. It's going to be Edge. Now, the problem is, right, is the reason why this is so difficult, Edge just turned heel, and AJ Styles has been off TV for a while. So you got the mixture of the two. The AJ Styles' return and the big, he's back.
As a singles
competitor, he needs to win. But Edge needs to win because how in the world... It's got to be Edge. Because how in the world can he come out...
It's gotta be Edge! It's gotta be Edge!
It's just gotta be. Because if he turns up, which is what he did, and go, I feel the best I've ever felt, and then lost, it'd look like a mug. It'd look like a mug. Who have you got?
I've gone Edge. I've gone with Edge for the very same reason. Me and Cammy were talking about this the other day, actually, surprisingly. And we were saying, he said, surely it's Styles. But I said, no. I said, because Edge has got a new gimmick, he's got a new character, he's got a new theme tune.
Which is awesome.
Awesome, yeah, it's very good. So he has to go over. He has to beat AJ Styles. Otherwise, this new thing is just pointless.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Unless they end by shaking hands and Edge goes back to being a face.
That would be so bad.
Stupid, but I could see it happening.
That'd be so bad.
But Edge, for me, has to win here.
Next up on the card is Bobby Lashley versus Omos, who is undefeated. Who have you got and why?
I actually think Omos is going over here, and I hate to say it. No, I'm going with Lashley. I'm changing. I'm going with Lashley. Omos, I thought was... It might be the chance to make him a star, but then he's not going to stay undefeated for so long because he's just so green, he can't wrestle. So it's going to end up being someone like Xavier Woods who ends up beating him for his undefeated streak, which will be ultimately pointless. So I'm going to go with Bobby Lashley.
Right, you probably saw I had a gleeful smile on my face when he said Omos, because I'm convinced it's Bobby Lashley, right? Absolutely convinced. That I think it's genius. I think Bobby Lashley got injured. They took him out of the Elimination Chamber in a really poor way.
Yeah.
Like they should have done it differently, because the way it worked in the pod, it just looked. It didn't even look bad. It didn't even look like he should have just been attacked before he got in the ring or something like
backstage
that.
or something.
Or backstage, you know. It should have been done a different way to keep him looking strong. But it didn't happen. He lost the title. It's almost forgotten about. And now he's got Omos.
Well, he was supposed to be out for so long.
He was. And that's why I think they're going to give it to Bobby Lashley. I think they're going to want him back in that title picture
after
in
Mania.
some way.
Yeah.
And I think the only way you do that is by him beating the big beefy boy in Omos.
Yeah, I agree. And finally, we have Brock versus Roman Reigns. The unification match, and the winner takes all to unify the titles. For the first time, actually, I think since the bronze split.
Yeah.
Who have you got and why?
It's my
Tribal Chief!
My spirit animal! My daddy! Roman
when we finish this, and we if we make it in the future, these clips, there's going to be so many clips of just going, Daddy!
Roman Reigns, he's doing it, he's taking it home, and so he should.
Yeah.
Who have you got?
Yeah, Roman Reigns. He's winning it all. Although I do like this Brock, but I do think Roman is keeping them titles until next Mania. He might lose one, which could be the start of the, like you said, the start of the downfall of Roman Reigns, and then he loses another. But I think Reigns is winning, and the picture will close out same way it'll close out on our stream, with the best in the world holding the title above his head. It started with you, Bragger. It's coming home with me.
So it's going to end with me. It's obvious. It's obviously going to end with me.
No.
But yeah, that brings us to an end for these predictions. Yeah, I mean, it's weird sitting here and thinking this is it, because wrestling was a big part of my channel. And I know people who've tuned in just for the predictions will probably turn off now and won't care. But for me, wrestling's been a big part of my channel since I started it. Like, it was the thing that got me to where I am, and I'm very grateful for that. And I think I reached a little bit of a niche that I needed to, for me to realise what I was good at. But unfortunately, this is it. For a while, at least. Obviously, I'll still do the 2K stuff. Now, what I will do is we'll be streaming on Sunday.
You're not doing Saturday?
I won't do Saturday. I've been making that, and I made that up during this. I said to Kai I wasn't sure if I wanted to do both nights. I'm only going to do night 2, because night 1 for me, and I said this to you. Yeah. I'm just going through the predictions. It's not sold to me. Like
You're gonna miss the moment.
I'm probably gonna miss Cody, but I think night 2 is full of fun matches. I don't think there's a single weak match on that card, and I think what a way to go. And what I will do is I'll probably drink on stream. We'll have a right old laugh. Yeah. We'll have a real good time on that night 2, and we'll go out with a bang as we should. But yeah, It's been nice, and obviously getting Kai involved as well.
I enjoyed it. I mean, I love it, and if you ever start them back up again, I will be straight back. Yeah, I mean, if we ever do predictions for the Big 4 or anything like that, this title will come home to me, where it belongs.
Yeah, I think the live streams will definitely end past this point. Predictions, I think, might come back here, there, and everywhere, depending on the shows, this, that, and the other. So do keep your eye out. It's not completely. Yeah,
we might not stream. We might just do predictions. To be fair, we might stream. I don't mind doing that.
And it'll be interesting to see what happens. But do stick with us. I think there's loads. It
won't go forever. Put it this way: there'll be stuff here and there cropping up, and we'll let you know when that happens.
Yeah, exactly. And there's loads of other stuff on the channel as well, which I'm sure loads of you enjoy. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to hit that like button. Comment your own predictions down below. I know there's a lot of them, so Like, trust me,
Yeah.
I know that's a lot of typing, but
Do you want the characters for that?
maybe you just put the better matches on there.
Yeah.
Ignore the Happy Corbins and half of the fucking roster.
Oh, well.
But ignore just do what
See,
you want.
this is why we know when we were debating about whether to do night 1 or night 2. This is why it should just be one night. I hate the fact it's 2 nights. I don't like it.
Because you do end up with some matches,
yeah.
which is just
Saturday's always like.
But yeah, make sure to subscribe. I was about to say for more stuff like this, but
You might get it. You will. You'll get some in the future.
for other stuff on my channel, the Royal Rumbles and stuff that I've been doing on
Yeah.
2K recently, and there is a 2K GM mode on the horizon, and the ideas up there. So stay tuned for that, and I shall see all of you in the next video
I won't.
and the stream.
I'll see you on the stream on Sunday.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye. That's it, eh?
I know.
Wow.
She'll be back Sunday.
Probably.